I'm a bad little bitch and I'm sick like a Barbie. Hips, ass in the car, you stay motherfucker. Hello.
Hi. Thank you. I don't know. There's so many people I can't keep up with. A lot of people know me. Not that I don't know you. I'm sure you're in my memory somewhere buried. I bet you would. I got videos that send me money on Cash App. You might get it and enjoy something. No, I'm not quite gay. I'm fun. Trying. Other than somebody burning my house down and leaving me homeless. You're hard. I have that tendency. You're scared? You should be. What the frick? I don't know. You like it? You probably got your dick hard too. No, I'm just a girly boy. I'm not scared of shit. Yeah, I am circumcised. Not on a drug. Why do I have to be on drugs? Because I'm this way. I have to be on drugs. I don't know if I should make a mod, but do you follow me? I'll make you mod anyway. I don't think it really matters. I don't get on here that much anyway. Most of you that say something bad, don't need God. Religion is division, anyways. People like everyone goes to hell in someone else's religion. Religion isn't it. Yes, I'm a boy. I never said I wasn't. You only can be what you are. And all these people that think they can be a them and there and a that and it. I mean, I guess on TikTok I have to say you can be whatever you want, but I know I can't be. So like, even if you want to change sexes, you only get to pick from two. If Well, honestly, you only get to pick from one because if you're a boy, you can pick a girl, and if you're a girl, you can pick a boy, but you're still going to be what you are. But there's not 20, 30, whatever some sexes. That's a fact. You can't be a them unless there's two of you. I mean, some people could. There's got several personalities in their head. So I mean, yeah, English. Like, oh, there ain't no hell. I don't know where you get this shit. Like, religion is division. That was made by King James, the New King James Bible. You think that that's from God or anything like that? Nah, you're lost. You don't even know. And if you are a Christian, I'll tell you right now, you probably think the Earth is a round, spinning freaking ball going through space. That means you never read the Bible, because in Genesis it doesn't say that. It says God made the Earth and He put it on a foundation, which is horse shit anyways. There's some real facts in there, but that ain't a book of God. It's a book of hate. Yeah, well, you might want to not be messing with me if I look like somebody's evil twin. You know, I'm thinking. We said, what the hell when you walked in too, buddy, Mr. Dog. Your name says it all. Stop talking about yourself. You're confused? Your name is Mr. Dog. You probably are confused. At least I'm not the fucking confused one. That was scary. I mean, yeah, I can be. I can be evil too. I can treat people just like they treat me, and I can outdo them any day. Not trying to be, but trust me, I can go above and beyond what others will. He's alright. Trying to get rid of his fleas. I'm struggling. Didn't even eat today. I'm hungry. No, I'm not gonna do that. When people piss me off, yeah, you'll get what you got coming. Not about that. Because you're a dog, like a female bitch. Is that what you are? I don't know why you call it white, but because you like dog women, like you're like a dog, you hump everything and anything. Probably that. Yeah, we said the same thing when you're in here. Wow. Take that many ways. Hey, parents, what are those? Oh, you mean the deadbeat pieces of shit that I don't associate with? Yeah, they turned out real good. I'm way better off without them. To raise myself, it doesn't fucking matter. All you fucking idiots that say this is wrong, like, and if you are a Christian on top of that, God didn't decide what we wear or any of that because we were supposed to be naked according to the Bible, right? Done better. Been homeless since somebody burnt my house down, and then people want to fucking talk shit all the time. Yeah, it's a struggle. I get food from the church during the week. Trust me, I'm definitely not Satan. Anybody in the music industry that's controlled by Satan or the pedophile in Hollywood, or maybe some of the corporation of America, you guys call it government. I call it a corporation because that's what it is, a foreign fucking corporation of fucking sick fucks. On top of that, thankfully they're all being dealt with any day. Anybody know about the military tribunals? I think I can talk about that on here. TikTok, I got banned for it last week. Gotta wait till Monday before I go back. Can't talk about it for some reason. Anybody heard about the military tribunals? Wendy's, like Wendy's, McDonald's, I wouldn't eat any of that food ever again. They've been feeding us each other. Fucked up. Wendy's and a lot of these places you eat food, you don't even know what you're eating. You're definitely not eating beef. There's only a couple billion cows in the world, right? But McDonald's serves so many billions of people, right? How is it all beef? It's not. It's not even beef. There's actually a college did a test on McDonald's 1/4 pound burger. It had over 1,200 different strands of DNA in it. Funny, they didn't say what kind of DNA though, because I already know what kind it is. Definitely ain't an animal. Well, I guess it is because we're mammals too, huh? It's all about to come out. You're not even supposed to be eating all that shit. You're eating some fucked up shit. I will never eat McDonald's, or it's gonna get torn down here shortly. A lot of these places are. Good things are coming. Here any day we're gonna get locked down. Promise you that. And we're gonna see all the fucking people and all the military tribunals and all the confessions, all the people that had crimes against humanity, like Bill Gates. You notice Bill Gates resigned from Microsoft? Why was that? Because he's dead. That's why. All these people, a lot of them are already gone. Like, they're closed. So what? Really don't care what anybody has any opinion. I know it is. Okay, listen right here. First thing proof, you want to know what it is? Okay. Everybody's talking about the election this year. Election year was last year. Think about it. Trump 2024, Biden became president in 2020, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, new puppet. That means the guy that was already running before, who was in charge, is still in charge. It's a military operation. Do some research. Why do you think the White House had a fence around it? It wasn't to keep people out after January 6th. It was closing it down. They were taking the people down. The White House will never open again. It's not going to be for the president. Half this government, what you call government, I call it a foreign corporation. 80% of it's going to be done away with. You notice that all the three-letter agencies are gone now, done with? Did you not notice that? IRS, the CIA, FBI. Trump's going to be president again. He's still in charge right now. He got screwed out in the election, and he's in charge right now. It's a show. And I don't agree with, because people are out here suffering that don't deserve it, but they're actually, we're going to get shut down here in a minute. We're going to get worldwide lockdowns, what we know as the world, because it's flat and there's more land out there than we ever knew. But every country is getting shut down here in a minute. We're all going to get martial law, and for 10 days of darkness, I promise you, listen, 10 days, we're going to have nothing on TV, but 24 hours a day, military tribunals of people's confessions and their executions, the crimes against humanity. And then after that, we're all about to get paid back all the fraud that's been done to us, everyone. We're all going to have so much money. There ain't going to be nobody else stealing no more. There ain't going to be no war because the corporation's done with. I promise you, just wait, watch. You'll see what, you're probably like, oh, this dude don't know what he's talking about. Just wait a minute. It's coming out any day. Trump's a part of it. The military's been in control. There's 11 nations that signed up and joined together to take out the cabal and everything else. People have been poisoning us. Another reason why it's happening, have you seen any of the videos, I don't know if you get on TikTok, of how people are talking about them microwaving us at nighttime with the radio towers and 5G towers? If you have, think about it. If that was going on, we would all be getting cooked alive right now because of all the shit they've been dumping on us from the planes. Because we have all the soft metals inside us, we would be getting cooked alive. That's how they were going to take us out. That's not happening, clearly, because we're not getting cooked alive at nighttime. Not really. I'm just ready for these tribunals to come out. Once they come out, I ain't gonna be worried. I'm gonna work another day in my life. Gonna buy all my kids a house like I've been wanting to, and like I tried harder than anything. And I'm gonna fuck off the rest of my life, whatever it is. Don't matter. Not gonna need to. Most people ain't gonna need to. We're all about to get blessed more than you ever realized. They went and took the gold from the Vatican Bank because that's where all of our gold was and everybody else's gold. It was 650 military planes. You notice how the royal family just died of cancer lately? They didn't die of cancer. They got tribunals. They got executed. But they just all died off all of a sudden, didn't they? Princess Diana's still alive. John F. Kennedy Jr. is still alive. Michael Jackson's still alive. They're all part of this. Tupac, he ain't nothing. But you know how I know what's going on more than ever? Because Tupac and all these people coming out from back from the dead, right? Tupac was in hiding. He wouldn't be showing his face if the people like Diddy weren't done getting dealt with. Because he wouldn't be hiding. He'd be hiding still from the people that fucking thought they got him. It's a fact. It's all gonna come out here in a minute. I don't skydive. I'm not gonna jump out of a perfectly good fucking airplane. That just sounds fucking stupid. I mean, it's like those cave explorers that wiggle in a little crack in between two rocks and see how tight they can get. I watched several of them film their own death. Like that don't even look fun. Like let's wiggle into a crack in between two rocks and see how tight we can get and see if we can get out. That's some people have no brain cells, but that's fine because they're weeding themselves out of the world. Like I've seen several of them get into the spot they could never come out of. Thankfully, we don't got to worry about them no more. You know. Michael Jackson is alive. Just wait and see, buddy. I'll bet you $100,000 I'll have here in a minute. Michael Jackson is alive. He faked his death. He was to get rid of the sick music industry. Princess Diana is still alive. She faked her death. She was to get rid of the royal family. She had all the dirt on them. John F. Kennedy Jr. is still alive. He faked his death. He was to get rid of the politics. And Trump was the only one that could get in the billionaire club. And he's the one that weeded them out. It's a fact. Just wait. It's all going to come out here in a minute. And you would be surprised who Trump is really married to. Just wait. I'm not going to ruin that spoiled surprise. It's going to come out here real quick and you're going to be shocked. Your jaw's going to hit the floor who Trump is really married to. That ain't really Melania or whatever her fucking name is. That's somebody just dressed up differently. I'll tell you that right now. You can't watch any media. Media is lies. You get more truth off TikTok. Anything misinformation on TikTok is probably true because you can report all the shit you know is fucking fake as hell. Like gravity's an unproven theory. Everything you got taught in school, you might as well throw that shit out because it's lies. History and all of it. Like going to space. It's outer space, outside our space, not outer space. NASA means deceit or deceive in Hebrew. Extraterrestrial means more land. Oh man, it's all equations of like 666. Nobody get that. A fifth grader could figure that shit out. Oh man. They're alive. Do you think they're gonna go viral? No, listen. I'm gonna laugh my ass off when you come back saying, "Oh my God, you were right." Some people are too blind to see with their own eyes. You know, you get trained in school not to take what your eyes see. Like I see something, I know what I'm seeing. Trust me, you're gonna be surprised in every minute, and you'll be surprised with who's Trump with. Just wait, just wait. You know what's funny about Princess Diana's death? Her car accident, right? Before she took off in the car, you could see the license plate, right? When the car accident happened, it was a different color license plate on it. It wasn't even the same car. Fucking kidding me? Oh man, like it's like the moon landing, like how America did that moon landing. You know, you ever heard of the song Californication? Space may be the final frontier, but it's filmed in a Hollywood basement. Ooh, like the moon landing, yeah, like a bad Hollywood film. Man, like they got lawn chairs on the fucking moon rover or whatever the fuck it was, lawn chairs and duct tape and shit. Uh, they could have put a little bit more money into the budget. Why do you think fucking Congress or the government owns their own film studio? I mean, that was a hoax of crap quality. People only believed it because they were kids. They were like, "Oh my god, so cool!" I seen it again, and I'm like, "Holy shit, what the fuck? Who believed that?" The president talks to the guy Neil Armstrong on the moon from a landline, from a house phone, man. Like we can't even talk on a cell phone everywhere in the country. He's gonna talk from a fucking house phone to the moon. We only see one side of the moon ever since beginning. If we were a round spinning ball going through space, and the moon was going around us, the moon would have to speed up and slow down and speed up and slow down and speed up and slow down really drastically to keep going around the Earth and keep up with it. It wouldn't be possible. We wouldn't be able to see the stars like we do in the same places lining up. Because you need to stop being poisoned, because you're indoctrinated. That's why. You might as well, everything you learned in school, even if you got a college degree, take that, wipe your ass when you take a shit and flush it down the toilet. Because here in a minute, you're going to realize that it's garbage. It's all for nothing. Nothing in school. School is only to make you slaves. The earth is flat. Listen, you cannot use a level to build a house like framed houses, level and plumb on a round spinning fucking ball. Level will not work. Common fucking sense. Sea level. You can't have sea level on a round spinning ball. It'd be sea fucking curved. Gravity is an unproven theory. Still, they never proved it. Ever. The earth is not moving. If that's why all airplanes, all pilots use a flat earth map. Almost every country has a flat earth map type deal. Google just changed the globe fucking just in the past few years. It wasn't that long ago. They were fucking using a flat earth map. Flight plans make sense on a flat earth map. They don't make sense on a globe. Okay? They wanted you to think if you went one way, you would come right back to where you're at. But see, the fact is, if you go one way, doesn't matter what way you go. If you keep going that way, you'll never come back. You'll keep going. There's so much more land out there. You have no idea. You have no idea. Everything's been a lie. A lie. I didn't take nothing. I'm just not fucking indoctrinated like half you people anymore. Just wait. You're going to realize everything you thought was true is a fucking lie. History especially. They've been rewriting history for a long time. Oh man, you have no idea. We don't even have the right calendar. We're supposed to have 13 months of 28 days. Just like the moon lunar cycle and women's menstrual cycle. On the back of a turtle shell, any turtle, they used to use that as a calendar. There's 28 little sections on the outside ring, and there's 13 big sections in the middle. The first month of the year is not January. It's the spring, April, when new growth comes up. April Fool's Day, haha, you fools. That's where that came from. Do some research. I promise you. I don't talk about shit if I don't know what I'm talking about. Unless I'm questioning and trying to figure shit out. I've done my research. Everything, you're indoctrinated at school. Nothing is real. There's a lot of people still alive. There's a lot of people. A lot of people are. There's probably 30 or 40 people that were supposed to be dead, and they're definitely not dead. Definitely not dead. There is the ice wall. It's yeah. There's definitely lands beyond there. I've seen the proof. Not that I've been there because we can't go there. I've seen the evidence people have. It's all over. People want to take it for granted and believe it. Man, why do you think every country signs up said, "Hey, nobody can go there"? That's the only thing every country agreed on, ever, ever, because they don't want you. If we all knew there was more land out there and better places to be, why would we stay here? Nobody would stay here for this crap. And slavery and shit. It's going to be better now, but I'm interested because here in a minute, we'll probably be able to go see. This freaking dragons are real. Dragons were real. Like, you have no idea. Like, man, like, there's so much shit that's. Where do you think they came up with all these freaking movies? These people didn't have an imagination. They seen shit. They knew shit. A lot of these movies have the truth right in it. You know that Disney movie with the big green giant? I want to say it's Shrek, but I'm not sure. The big green giant that lays down and becomes the island? That's a real fucking island. Look it up. There's petrified giants all over the place. Devil's Tower is a fucking petrified tree stump. Just like the Bible says, but the Bible's not no word of God. It has truth in it. But the trees grew up to the firmament above. They were 10 miles tall, 2.5 miles wide and shit. Those were trees. They're all over the place. There's one in Mexico that has a giant axe on the top of it. And if you can't see it with your eyes and realize it, it's an axe. No, you can't go to Antarctica. You can go to a little area. You can't go to wherever you want in Antarctica. Good luck on that. Let me know how it goes. Because you can't. They don't allow you to. Why do you think people get killed trying to go there? You know how they don't even have to see you on radar. They got buoys on the ocean that tell the currents and shit like that and the waves and shit. If a boat drives by one, they know a boat drove by it just by the water displacement. You don't. The military patrols that shit. A few people get through. Some got killed. I promise you can't just go wherever you want. They might take you to see penguins on the edge. If you're a scientist or working for the corruption, yeah, they might take you all the way to the edge. Anyone else ain't going nowhere near it. I promise you that. You can think that whatever you want. I hate the cold too, but I'll go through it because there's way more land out there. Was it Admiral Byrd that flew over the ice wall, and he said there was a continent the size of North America, green and lush, just like the North Pole ain't what we were told either, people. The North Pole is where freaking Eden's Garden is. That's where the four rivers are, in the biggest mountain on Earth, the Black Rock, where we get our magnetism. It's there. It's tropical at the North Pole. Most of this weather is man-made. It's man-made. A lot of this shit has been altered. See, they can change the weather. They can't control it, though. See, they've been playing with weather for a long time. But the damn chemtrails weren't about playing with the weather. They were about putting soft metals in us, and then they were going to microwave us with the towers, the radio towers and 5G towers, and they were going to cook us alive at night. That's what they were going to do. It's all coming. Listen, it's all going to come out here. I'm almost willing to say it's going to be this next month, or right after our 4th of July, our Independence Day, that all this shit's going to come out. Got a funny feeling it's going to be coming out. But have you heard of Nasara Jasara? That's where the wealth comes back to us. We're all going to get that birth certificate money if we're trust fund babies. We're all going to get millions and millions of dollars here in a minute. Anyone 24 and up. We're all going to get paid back for all the fraud that got done. Oh, it's great. You think I'm joking? Just wait. We're going to all get locked down. And when it happens, you'll be like, wow, that fucker's probably right about everything. Just wait. It's coming. I've never been more right ever in my life. Promise you. It's coming. All the evil is being done away with. There's not no rapture like the Bible talks about or whatever. There ain't none of that crap coming. Right now, it's the evil being done away with on Earth. There's about to be world peace for the first time ever. Because the corporations and the evil people have been caused. The wars have been all lies. All of them. It is true. Just wait. Just wait. Trust me, I'm homeless after somebody burnt my house down. Okay? I've had a hard time, but I've been digging into this shit for a couple of years now. And I've been awake for a while on all the other shit. But listen, it's happening. This year for sure, no matter what. But it's going to be sooner than that. It's not going to be the end of this year. We ain't having an election. Trump's going to come out president probably this next month, and everything's going to come out. Watch. Just wait. Just wait. Go look on realrawnews.com. You're not going to see this shit on the media, people. The media ain't going to tell you the truth. They lie. A lot of the shit that you see going on ain't even going on. It's to wake people up. It's what they were going to do to us. That's not even going to happen. Listen, there's going to be world peace, and it's not the Antichrist promising world peace or none of that crap. There's going to be world peace. Everybody's going to have an abundance of everything. Nobody's going to be starving. Nobody's going to be homeless. Nobody's going to be stealing from each other because they're going to be able to go buy what they want, what they need. Period. I promise you. I'm telling you right now. Power is going to go to free. Fucking, there's going to be big changes, and it's going to be fucking a blessing for everybody. Like, no joke. Just wait. When it comes out, you're going to be like, well, fuck, he's got to be right. I promise you. Go do some research and dig around. You'll see. You're never going to get it on media, though. Never. You'll never get nothing off that boob tube that's true. Man, they instill fear in you. That's all they do. They try to keep you from going places with an open mind because something bad's going to happen, like war somewhere else. You can't go here because these two countries are going to attack each other, and it's most of that shit is propaganda. I promise you. I promise you. Just wait. I haven't looked into too much of that. Like I've dug through so much shit. I know I've read about it. I'll tell you, my head's gonna explode with all the shit. When I realized that everything we were taught was a lie, like I've dug into so much of this shit. My filing cabinet, my secretary quit because I just keep cramming paperwork in my head, and it's a fucking mess up there. Like it's a mess. I'm telling you. Do you believe in time travel? I'm gonna have to say I didn't before, but I do now. You ever heard of that book called Baron Trump, it's Baron Trump's Marvelous Journey or some shit, and then the last president? It was written in the 1800s. It talked about a guy on Wall Street in New York. His name is Don, and he's the last president. Like time travel. You know that for one, Donald Trump is related to the Kennedys. Almost every president has been related either way, every single one. But Donald Trump is related to Kennedy. John F. Kennedy got assassinated. He didn't even get assassinated. Wait for that one to come out. He died just like last year. John F. Kennedy Sr. I know, crazy, but no, he didn't. I promise you. That one I had a hard time wrapping my head around. But yeah, he was part of all this shit. But that was his uncle or some shit. Trump's uncle got given Tesla's inventions, his paperwork, his notes and shit. And then Trump ended up with that shit. And Tesla said he could see into the future and see into the past. He had made some type of time machine or whatever. That Barry Trump book is not, it's not a coincidence. There's a lot of shit. Like I'm telling you, I dug into this shit. I wouldn't be on here talking about it if I didn't know what I was talking about. But you always get the fucking propaganda that if they try to do something, the people that are been controlling us, the elites in them, it's fear. It's nothing good coming. Donald Trump's a better person than I ever realized. He's fucking married to Princess Diana. I promise you. Go look at a picture of Baron Trump, Trump's son, and fucking Princess Diana. Spitting image. I promise you, that's going to be the shocker that comes out. I promise you. Princess Melania? Is it Melania? It's fucking Princess Diana. I promise you, watch. Watch. That one's going to shock the world. Because the royal family's gone. You know what Trump's going to end up becoming? King. He's going to become the king. That's Princess Diana that he's married to. I promise you. I'm telling you, I wouldn't be out here talking about it. Trust me, I don't talk about the shit until I've studied and researched it. And what do you think? I've been homeless since somebody burnt my house down on Valentine's Day last year. Set my house on fire when I was asleep inside. My dog is the only reason why I'm alive. I've been struggling to keep him. My other dog died in a fire. I got tased and arrested while my house was burning down. While I was sitting on the ground with my dog on my lap because I wouldn't give up my fucking name. Like, and I had cameras. Like, it was fucked up. And that's where I've been stuck after the corporation stole my burnt down house after that. Fucking like, but now I'm in an abandoned fucking house. So I've been struggling. Like, it's fucked up. I'll tell you this much: if the policy enforcers ever came up and went to go do something like that again, I will never just allow them to violate my rights ever again. People are like, well, what are you gonna do? Well, I'm not gonna sit there. That's a fact. Whether I get shot, tased, I don't give a fuck. Next time they go. I'm gonna tell them, you go to violate my rights, it's over. I'm fucking gonna make a move, whether I get anywhere or not. I'm not just gonna let it happen. I promise you that. It's been fucked up. I've had a hard time dealing with it. And then thinking about something good coming and all this shit, it's been really hard to wrap my head around. Trust me. Like, I've been so close to just giving the fuck up, but I know it's coming. It's fucking here anytime. And it's hard, but I've dug into it. I know more than ever. I get banned on TikTok every time I talk about this shit. It's a fucked up thing. You can't talk about it all. Yeah, I got tased when I was sitting on the ground with my big dog on my fucking lap while my house was burning down. The bitches, and I fucking cut them out. No, it didn't hurt. I was pissed as fuck. Couldn't do nothing, but I was pissed as fuck. Fucking got hauled out to jail and my house was still burning down. Like, it was fucked up. My other dog was dying in the house. He didn't die. He woke back up and suffered all fucking night long. I was in jail for 2 fucking days for bullshit for burning my own house down when I had fucking cameras. You know what the detective said when he came in the next day to interview me? He's like, why'd you set your own house to? Why the fuck would I burn my own house down? Don't you think I'd have insurance on it to be gone? Like, jackass, you dumb motherfucker. Like, I don't know how bad my house is. It was still on fire when I got taken to jail. I did have cameras. I don't know. I haven't even been there. How is a detective questioning me when he ain't even been there? Motherfucker, like, you pieces of shit. Man, fucking, I hate policy enforcement. The court systems, everything is nothing but fraud. They're all coming down. That's a good thing too. The policy enforcers, they're going to be going down too. They better get something. I'll be pissed if they get any of them. They all deserve jail time. Every fucking cop there is. They violated people's rights. You have the right to travel freely in your private automobile, and yet I've never been. A driver's license is for commercial use. Every driver's license, every type of license for driving, it's for commercial activity. It's for Uber drivers. It's for people transporting shit for money, shit like that. It's not for a private citizen. But yet I've been arrested, losing my shit, and over again. I had a license for a while. Now I got 4 driver on suspended after $100 driver responsibility fee that I owe that don't exist no more. But now I got 4 drive. Fuck, you don't even need a license. But these fucking damn brainwashed cop pigs. That's why they all better get some good time. A lot of them need to be hung or killed at Gitmo, which some of them are gonna be. The judges and lawyers and all of them, it's all fraud. The court is complete fraud. I thought about that. He don't have nothing. Trust me. I was so aggravated. I thought about going burning his mom's house down, but that wouldn't be right. She didn't do nothing. I thought about burning his sister's house down. I ran into him one time so far. I didn't realize it was him until too late. He was riding his bike. I was going to the dispensary last summer. It's the only time I seen him. My dog almost got a hold of his ass on his bike. He said, "Hey, what up?" As soon as he looked up and I realized it was him, his eyes got 5 times bigger. After that, I carried fucking 3-4 rocks in my pockets. That way I see him again, I'm going to throw like 2 rocks. And then the 3rd rock, when I throw it, I'm going to say, "Hey." That way, he looks up and see if he catches them or not. I'm not even joking. I haven't been able to catch him. I almost shot the fucker. He stole my daughter's husky and everything else, man. Like, this motherfucker, like, I put a bullet between his feet in my fucking house. My son stopped me from killing him, or he would have never burnt my house down. I'm not even joking. The fucking, that's the only time Charlie started going to the basement at my house. Then my son shit himself. I told that fucker to get out of my house. He made a comment about my daughter's husky that he stole. I fucking put a bullet right between his fucking feet. I was gonna put the other 7 in his ass. My son got in the way and stopped me. So I would have walked outside and looked at my neighbors and seen if fucking they were acting suspicious, and I would have stuck him in his own truck, and then 1 car tire gets rid of it all. Burns hot enough to get rid of teeth even. I knew that. I researched because I figured I'd have to get rid of somebody. But some people need to go missing. That's a fact. Some people need to go missing. I don't, I never ran from nobody but the police. And I tell you what, after my house getting burnt down, I'm either running from them or fighting. I thought me and Charlie were gonna fight though, and I got tased and he jumped off and ran off. Man, like motherfuckers, like, uh, fucking, I should have fought them that day. Should have jumped off. I got tased when I was sitting on my legs with my big dog on my lap. Charlie, come here, boy. Come here. Charlie. Charlie. Charlie, come here. Charlie, somebody's here. Oh crap, Charlie, somebody's here. Good boy, good boy. I was just joking. I was just joking. I wanted you to come here. I know. I shouldn't have woke you up like that, dude. Come here. 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 Dude, asshole. Charlie. Come over here. Come see me. Come here. Come over here. Come up here. Come here, Charlie. I'll give you a treat. I got treats. I got fucking treats. I got your fucking treats right here, Charlie. I was gonna eat them because I was hungry, dude. I got your fucking now you want to play, don't you? Now you want get up here. Come here. Come here. Get up here. Get up here. Come here. Get up here. Come here. Come here. Get up here. You climb on my lap any other time. I got tased with this big fucking dog on my lap and me sitting on my fucking leg. Got tased in the back. I was really a threat, wasn't I? Tell you, I love you. I was gonna give you a treat, dude, but I was just playing with you. Only reason I got like only thing I love is the dog. My other dog died in the fucking house. Couldn't get him back out. I know. I woke you up, said somebody was here, dude. I was just testing you to make sure you were still fucking. Hey, I was gonna give you a treat. I was just making sure you still were on point, dude. That's all. Every once in a while, you gotta wake the guy up in the middle of the night and say, "Hey, dude, somebody's here," and like see what he does. And he normally jumps the fuck up. He woke me up in the fire. I wouldn't have woke up. He's the only reason I woke up. Like he woke me up with just enough time to get out. Like that's no joke. Oh. Probably because he didn't have hands, he couldn't open the door and get out. He didn't wake the other dog up, is all I'm gonna say. He's like, fuck, I gotta wake that guy up. I was having a good dream, which most of the time I didn't wake up that night. I'll tell you that, I woke up to a fucking nightmare. All right, that's it for now. We gotta save some for another day. Go ahead. I was just testing you. You can go back lay down. You go lay back down, buddy. I was just making sure you were gonna. Oh, don't even. I'm not reading that out loud. Hell no. She don't shut up about that girl. Oh my, she's right next door. Like, and man, every time she comes outside, like it makes a noise. Or she was in heat. Oh my God, this dog would run around back door, front door, back door, and whining the whole time. Like, oh my God. I think he's gonna be a daddy again. Cause she said that after they hung out the one day they her nipples are starting to swell up. Like I think can get milk in them and shit. So Charlie might be a daddy, and that dog looks just like him. If I was in this situation, I'd keep one of the puppies because they're gonna make some badass puppies. But I can't even think about that. But they have. How did you know Ruby? Yeah, that's the dog's name. I don't know. uh, I shouldn't say that name because I shouldn't say that name. He knows it. Like she acts the same way. Like she attacked me almost every time I walk by without Charlie going to the store real quick. She tries to eat me. Like with Charlie, I'm okay. She don't like me without Charlie though. She don't like me at all. She don't like me at all. I got PTSD. Listen, half the stuff people say that some people do have some things, but if you get anything from a doctor, that's another thing that's going to be going down. Nothing from a pharmaceutical company is good for you. It's all made by petroleum-based products. Go put some gas. Go drink some gasoline or motor oil. It all make you sick. There's a natural cure for everything. Everything's curable. Herpes, all of it's curable. AIDS is man-made. You know that? You know who made AIDS? And there's proof that who made AIDS? Dr. Fauci made AIDS. You want to know how you know he made AIDS? He owns a patent on AIDS. That's why they don't acknowledge a plant or a natural remedy as a cure, because they can't own the patent on it and get all the money on it. There's natural cures for everything. Everything. There is. It's a fact. Why do you think people that talk about natural cures like got arrested and shit? It's not because they were talking about natural cures. You know what it was? Because people own the words like cancer and the diseases. So when those people said that this plant would cure cancer and shit like that, a lot of people got arrested or fined because of that, because they fucking own the rights to that word. America has more cancer than anywhere. All the food we eat, the poison. It's no joke. Almost everything they feed us is poison, other than fucking other people. I mean, they feed us too. But I mean, it's no joke. Almost everything's poison. Everything you wash with is poison in you. Deodorant is poison in you. Every fucking thing. Somebody owns the rights on them. That's why anybody that ever came out, a lot of the people, they said that they got arrested or thrown in prison or got fined big time money. They did because they talked about that word. If they would have never used that word, they could have not got in trouble. But that's how they got people. Like everything's fraudulent. It's so fucked up. It ain't even funny. It's it's going to be everybody. We're going to have a level playing field here in a minute, people. It's going to be Did you ever hear Trump say the playing field's going to be level, and that's the only way it's fair? Because that's what's going to happen. Every country is forgiving every country of their debt. Every country's money is going to be worth the same. We're going back to gold-backed money and shit. Like, it's going to be a digital back currency, but we're going to have money still. We're not going to be just digital shit. There's still going to be money. There's still going to be cash. But the money we have now is monopoly money. It's garbage. The Federal Reserve money, but that's done. It's over. I've never seen this coming until I thought it was too big to be true, I'll tell you. But I know it more than ever. It's done. That slavery is done. We're not going to be trapped in this shit, working our lives away. I worked my kids' childhood away, trying to give them something, and I never got nowhere. I worked from the time I was 10 years old. Fucking by the time I was 30, I had worked the same job for 20 years already. I'm not joking. Like, I worked harder than anybody, hustled and grinded and sold and did all sorts of shit on the side that I shouldn't have been doing, just trying to give my kids something before I was gone. And I got nothing but debt. Big pharma, they're gonna be done with you. We ain't gonna be using hospitals. Have you heard of the Tesla med beds? Everything in our body can be healed with frequencies and vibrations and shit like that. Like, we're not gonna have nobody's gonna need surgeries and shit. We're all gonna start living a lot longer here in a minute. They're already rolling the med beds out. They're already in some states, but that cures everything by frequencies and vibrations and shit. See, that's the other thing too. Like, the war on drugs had been a lie to begin with. The war on drugs had been a violation of our right to begin with. Here in a minute, all the drugs are going to be legal. You know, most places that made drugs legal, they didn't have a drug problem no more, like they do. See, America got worse with fentanyl because when we put tariffs on China, they cut off all the heroin. That's why you can't find no heroin in this country, and it's all fentanyl because China makes it, and they shipped all the fentanyl to Mexico and flooded our country with that. Like, but it's all done. All these fucking drugs have been nothing but bad for us. Nothing you get from the store. Vitamins ain't even vitamins. Vitamins ain't even vitamins. They're definitely not good for you. I can't. Ramen noodles, I'll never eat those fucking things again. I don't think they're gonna be here much longer. You know when they make ramen noodles, they wear hazmat suits. KFC, you wonder why it's not called Kentucky Fried Chicken no more? And you won't ever see anything called chicken on their commercials or on their menu because they turned it to KFC because they grow the chicken in a lab. It's beakless, featherless, and the bones are smaller. They got a tube down the throat to feed it and fucking pump it blood and shit. Like that's the stuff people eat at KFC. I used to like KFC. Like there's no joke. It's grown in a lab. That's why they switched their name to KFC instead of Kentucky Fried Chicken. You won't hear them talk about chicken. If you go look at their menu, you won't see nothing saying chicken on there. You'll see a disclaimer, really small fine print somewhere up there though. Yeah, nobody does, but nobody wants to eat lab grown meat like that. I mean, it's better than McDonald's. I mean, we've been eating each other. You know, McDonald's has the biggest contract with hospitals ever. But wait a minute, there's not a McDonald's and no hospitals here in the United States. Hmm. What do they got contract with the hospitals for? They've been feeding the sick dead people. That's not even. That's just the icing on the cake. Like that's no joke. I think I'm joking. Wendy's does it too, and a lot of other places, because the same person owns all that crap. Yeah, I can't believe half the shit. Like, man, like I really realize though, there's a book on TikTok shop like the holistic book to wellness or something. It has a cure for every. One of those books has a cure for everything in it. Everything, herpes, all of it. I seen it. Like somebody I know I had it. Like it has a cure for everything in there. Everything. We're not even supposed to be eating what we eat. We're honestly not even supposed to eat meat. It's cannibalism. We're mammals eating other mammals. But they took it farther and made us eat other humans. Wendy's, Taco Bell, I'm pretty sure. McDonald's, I know 100%. There's other ones, man. Like even some of the meat you buy at the fucking goddamn store is not what you're supposed. To. People they've been serving us fucking people for a while. Like it's gonna come out. It'll all be out. Like it's fucked up. I can't believe how much McDonald's I eat. I told my son and his girlfriend that, and she's like, "Well, at least it tastes good." Like, but McDonald's is a sick and twisteter than that because see, they actually would go and sacrifice their enemies' kids, drain their blood, and then there's a video on this, a dude talking about it. He's like, we're not cannibals. They drink their blood though. We're not cannibals, but we can make a few shekels off it, so we drop it off at the butcher shop, and that's lots of sausage and burger. No joke. And they say they're actually eating their own kids. Fucking, it's no joke. It's fucking, and that's the only touch. I'm sure I'm gonna find out stuff I don't know here in a minute when these tribunals come out. I can't. I won't miss an episode. I'll be watching every one. I can't wait. I even got the shovel because I have trust issues. I want to go dig up some graves. And I don't want to hear they got cremated because of COVID-19, like that bullshit. I don't want to hear that. I want to know that there's a body in the grave for that person too, just like the top 20 people at least. I want to go dig up the grave. I think that's reasonable. I'm thinking that's understandable because there's so much more land out there. I don't want to be thinking about them being on some other land somewhere. I got don't trust nobody. I mean, Trump's way better, but I still don't trust any of them fuckers, man. Like, we should have got off our asses and did something too. Like, I've been saying that for a while. Like, I would have did it, but I would have just got killed, and that would have been it. Like, what kind of poison? I try to stay away from everything, honestly, but don't matter what you get. Everybody, see, somebody's like, well, you do this or do that. Like, I was like, listen, what are you on? Anybody that goes to the doctor's on something. I don't know anybody that don't go to the doctor that doesn't get prescribed something and probably get prescribed several things to cover the side effects of that. You know, So you better off getting shit off the street if you know where to get it. I mean, but see, when I dabbled in shit, I sold shit. I hustled. I made money. I made profit. I always re-upped. My buddies got high on my supply. They always like, your shit's free. No, my shit's my freedom. It's my profit and everything else. But I never had no problem. I can go get whatever I want whenever I want. I know the people. I know the big people. I fucked around with some of the biggest people in Flint. Some of the biggest people there are around here. Like ice, that shit like is going $50 an ounce on the street right now. If you know who to get it from, $50 an ounce. It's unreal. It's every fucking where. Like that's how cheap it got since the border got open. Like cartels flooded this place. It ain't even worth selling the shit. It ain't worth the time when you get caught with it. Like it ain't. It's no joke. It's just dirt cheap. It's fucking insane. When before the COVID lockdown happened, my dude got locked up right at the beginning of it. Like, and that I fucked with his people for a minute and I stopped. I was paying when I first started selling ice 5 years ago. I was paying $7.50 an ounce. Okay, before COVID, before right as the COVID lockdown happened, I was down to $300 an ounce, and I don't know anybody that was paying that. Then it went up to 1,000 during the lockdown, and then I stopped fucking with people and stopped doing it. I just got out of the game because my dude was in the joint and his family was fucking me around. And fucking after that, it fucking dropped down to such a price that it ain't even worth doing. It ain't worth the time because you have to put my dude back doing it again. Like he would have to push so much weight to make anything now. Like I can't believe he's even fucking with it. Like he told me when he got out of prison last summer, he's like he was at a halfway house because I was getting ready to get back in the game because I was sick of being homeless and broke. And I got my dog and I can't just leave him wherever. That's what people don't get. But fucking, he's like, no, I'm not getting back in the game. There ain't no money in it. It's crap. And he's back in the game. He's got to be selling fucking 10 times, 20 times more than what he was selling back then just to make what he was making then. Like way more. At 750 an ounce, there was way more money in it. Like I, I would make fucking 1,500 to 3 grand off an ounce of fucking ice 4 years ago, all day long, without trying. And I flip an ounce a week and go to work. And I stopped fucking with the cocaine because people buy that and they come right back. They get a gram and they come back in an hour. It's like, why didn't you just buy a ball? They come back 3 times in a row. You know, like I didn't let too many people come to my house anyways. I always meet somebody somewhere. But me and my dude, he go to the gas station, he park at a pump, I pull up to the pump, he go inside, I walk over to the car, past everybody pumping their gas, open up his car door, throw the money on the seat, grab a zip or two off the seat, and walk right back to my truck and take off. And nobody would catch it. That's the type of shit I see. I pay attention because I've done this shit. Like, yeah, fucking, there's no joke. Get ready for it. Like, but that way it never transferred hands, and they couldn't say that. He was already fighting cases and shit. But he got James Anderson. That fucker got him snitched. He got caught with 8 ounces of his shit and then snitched him out. No, James, you didn't snitch, but man, that was a 10-year bit for sure. And the 2 pistols you got, not really a big thing, but you got drug court for that before. You got out after jumping bond in drug court. You got out on bond again. That doesn't happen. You got a probation hold. You ain't going nowhere after you fuck up drug court. You're sitting there. Especially when you got 8 ounces of ice case sitting on your ass. That's a 10-year case. 2 ounces and up is 10 years and up. My boy Chris got fucking 10 years. And his buddy James is the one that snitched. He don't believe it, but he did. But see, if you take a plea and you don't fight it and you don't go all the way, you will never find out who that snitch is. You won't. You have to fucking go all the way to find out who your snitch is. They don't just give you that shit like that no more. Lawyers are fucking for the courts anyways, man. Like, it's no joke. I'm telling you, I also did. I used to rob dope houses, man. Like, tell you the shit I know, the people I know. Like, I tell people I've been truthful since I've been on TikTok. I stopped. That's why I had most problems when I stopped fucking being a fucked up person. I used to rob grow houses. We always get inside. It's always somebody's family member or something fucked up that gives them up too, and you know their schedule and everything, and how many people are in the house, if they got a dog or anything, or if they don't even live there. Most of them were just grow places that people would have never known. The building that you thought would have been this house, but it had nothing to do with that house, and the people lived 3 hours away. Like the school that was up north, they had 5 pound plants indoor. Like fucking, that's no joke. But we had all the details on it. We never. I was smart anyways after I got caught when I was teenager, man. Like, but the people I grew around with, this is why I have no trust. Big Russ, that guy. I wonder why he had so many keys when I was younger. But this is where I learned he would befriend somebody because he knew they had a bunch of money because people talk. If you got a bunch of money in the safe, you don't tell nobody. You don't show nobody. It could be your best friend. You got to think about it. It could be your best friend. His son might be dying of cancer. And bam, bullet in your back of your head, and now his son's cured. Type deal. That's the way you got to think shit. And I think that way because Big Russ, he would befriend somebody like that, get them to trust him. One day he'd be like, hey man, can I borrow your car? My car broke down. They'd be like, yeah, man, no problem, because he trusts him now, you know? He got in with him. And he'd do whatever to get that trust, you know? He'd hand over his keys. He'd go to the store, all right? He'd go right to the goddamn hardware store and make copies of all your fucking keys you just gave him. Your fucking house key, your safe key, every fucking key you handed him like a dumbass. That's one thing you don't do. You don't give nobody your keys. You shouldn't even let somebody borrow your car. Tell them to walk. That's no joke. But then a week later, 2 weeks later, maybe you're on vacation. He knows where you're at. That's a fact. He walks right in that house using your keys, opens your safe, takes all your money, whatever. And then when you get home from wherever, he just happens to show up and he's standing right next to you. But how the fuck did they do it? But dude, how the fuck did they do it? That's the type of people I ran with, man. Like, most people wouldn't think about that shit. But tell you what, I can't trust. Nope, I don't even. I told my son, like, I trusted my daughters. I told my son, I can't trust you, dude. I don't even trust myself, dude. Why the fuck would I trust you? Like, my son was stealing from me to begin with. Like, he didn't realize I left shit out. I had jars weighed purposely as a test. He failed every time. Like, but tell you that it's hard to trust anybody. You don't really know somebody, man. Like, people are fucking people are fucking scandalous. Like this chick over here, I had a ring light from TikTok Shop. I got this ring light from DraftKings, the gambling site. Fucking, they sent me the free gift. I got another ring light. This chick was my friend. I was staying in a tent in this yard last summer. Fucking, I didn't know I was doing. She asked me to do her bathroom floor one day. It was just when winter got over. It was probably like February or something, or March. While I'm in her bedroom and she's doing it, I thought, oh, you got another ring light, right? She shows me all the colors and shit it does, right? I don't know that it's mine yet. It's actually my light. I don't even know it yet. I'm like, oh, you got it. She's, oh, yeah, I had it. So oh, yeah, I'll do your bathroom floor. She'd buy me fucking dinner. Like, I wouldn't ask her nothing. She'd buy me a burger or something when she fed her kids, or hand me a plate when she made food. Like, and I wouldn't ask. So I was going to do it for like 20 or 40 bucks. Redo her bathroom floor. I spent all day. I was sick as fuck. I was going to come back and do it the next day. It was on Saturday. I came back over here to this abandoned house. I got online. Her Wi-Fi worked that one night. I got on TikTok and realized the ring light she showed me before when she asked me to do her fucking bathroom floor was my fucking light. She stole. It was my fucking light. Like, I wasn't going to know. Then I called her out on it. They're like, why would we steal from you? We're helping you. I said, I don't want to hear that shit. I know that doesn't mean nothing. Just because you're helping somebody don't mean you won't. I was like, then she tells all these people around here that I stole hers is why she stole mine. Listen, I ain't stealing no petty shit. Listen, I don't steal no $20. I hate it. So many people, oh, I got $20 missing. Who the fuck took it? Don't look at me. I won't steal $20. I won't steal 500. Listen, if I'm going to go do it, I'm going to go do something big. I know where safes full of money are. If I'm going to do it, I'm going to do something worth getting shot over. I'm going to go do something worth going to jail over. I'm not going to steal no petty. I know where the shit's at. I'm going to go get something worth it. I'm not going to fuck around with no petty shit. I did it never in my life. But fucking, that's what she said. See, man, this dude across the street wanted to say I stole his dog food. Like, no, I got dog food. I gave them a bag of dog food. Like, it's like, my dog don't even eat dog food. He's had this 50-pound bag of dog food for a month and ate maybe 3 bowls. He eats my food. That way I don't have to worry about his food being out. But now when I'm out of food, he don't fucking share his food. It's not really fair anymore. But, you know, like, yeah, she's like, I'm not a liar or a thief. Well, why'd you get arrested for get into that dude's car down the road, the crack dealer down here last summer? Because that's what you were doing, trying to steal shit out of his car. Why'd you go to jail then for that? And you're not a liar or a thief. No, because I told her I hate liars. Fucking funny thing is I found the package in the fucking driveway with my name on it. Fucking, you think I'm stupid? Like, I pay attention to everything. A lot of times I don't say nothing right away, but people think I'm not paying attention. I am. I'm always paying attention. Fucking, a lot of times I don't say nothing. I don't say nothing until I know for a fact that I got it. Period. But I fucking, I hate liars. I'm not a liar. I never lied to my kids. I told my kids what I was doing. I was out robbing shit, out slinging dope. I said, if you guys need something, don't you go doing stupid shit. I'll go do it. Like, I didn't want my kids to follow my footsteps. Like, they knew I was out selling drugs. See, the fucked up thing is, my ex's mom was okay with me when I was out selling drugs, cocaine and ice, all of it. She was. I was over at every holiday, staying the night with my kids. You know, when I got my house and shit, I quit selling all the drugs. I wasn't out robbing everybody no more. That's when they fucking my kid's mom, and fucking their grandmother, worst grandma I ever met, fucking stabbed me in the back and took my kids and left me fucking completely fucked over the money they were getting, like, which I should have got. Like, that fucking did me good. Like, but yeah, they did that. I haven't spent one holiday with my kids since. But when I was selling drugs and doing all the fucked up shit, I was a great person. They were okay with me then. They were just peachy with me, man. Like, that's no joke. That bitch had the nerve to tell my son's girlfriend when we got to fight. Some people were in my life when that bitch was going off. My son shouldn't have putting his hands on her. I can't get involved because my son would just tell me to leave his house. So, but then the bitch put me in the middle of their fight. Then she said there was somebody coming over to beat my son's ass or something like that. I got up. I said, bitch, listen, there ain't nobody coming over to put their hands on my son. I don't give a fuck what you think. I was like, I'm telling you right now, I promise you, nobody's coming. You better make sure nobody fucking comes over here. Somebody's gonna die. I was like, nobody's putting their hands on my son. She's like, oh, so you can. I said, no, I never said that. Like, fucking, I lost all respect for that bitch. She tried blaming me for their dog chewing up shit and pissing and shitting in the room. She's like, why did you clean up? It's not my fucking dog. I got a dog. My dog didn't shit in the house till I moved in there. But fucking, they pulled some fucking shit while she was on the phone with his grandma, and she's like, he's never done nothing for his fucking kids. I was like, you lying fucking fat bitch. I was like, grandma's such a good grandma. When my daughter got that husky, she's like, it's just gonna get stolen or run away. Why would you tell your granddaughter that? My youngest daughter stepped on a dope needle in grandma's bathroom. My son got poked. I don't know how because everybody kept that one from me. Even Papa got poked. Grandma's house is so safe. Like, but I'm over it now. Like, my daughter stabbed me in the back. They listened to all the brainwash they told them, which I told them they have rights and everything else. Listen to your father, and they didn't fucking listen to me. And yeah, they regret it now, but it doesn't help me. Otherwise, I would have had nobody around my house that would have got burnt down. Like, that's why I got that house. I spent my unemployment on that house. I spent every dollar from my unemployment on that house. Most people went out and rented a house they couldn't afford, or rented a car they couldn't afford. And when it got ended, they lost it. No, I just got fucked. The unemployment still owed me $3,000 that they fucked me on top of all that shit. My house when it got burnt down, I'd still be living there. Land bank wouldn't show up for a couple of years. All this shit would come out. Taxes are going away with. All that shit's being done away with. There ain't gonna be. They said something about property taxes on new houses. That's one thing we all need to step up and say, no, 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 no. There should not ever have been no property fucking tax. Nobody should ever leave the house, not even if they're buying it. Period, paying for it. I don't buy that shit. Like, for one, we weren't supposed to be paying a fucking bill. Like, everything from the time you're born until the time you die, everything, school, college, anything you buy, all that stuff is already paid for. It's our trust fund. But we weren't told about that. You actually could claim it by the time you were 7, but nobody knew about that. Oh, U.S. citizenship was a fucking a scam. The courts are only trying to get into your trust fund every time you get into trouble. That's it. That's it. They're not trying to keep you safe. I already knew it was about making money, but it's a game. When you walk in front of that judge, which is going to be changed here in a minute, it ain't going to be like it is now. But when you walk in front of the judge, that's what the whole Trump court case is about. Exposing it and fucking, he was bait on the whole court system to prove all the fraud. If there ain't a victim, there ain't no crime. You should never be in jail. Everything's supposed to be paid out of our trust fund to begin with. Our bills, everything. Everything's already paid. But we paid it a second time. You get a loan for your house for a mortgage, that comes out of your trust fund and you pay it back. That's what people don't realize. Like, your shit's already paid off and they fraudulently take your shit. Like, When the judge asks you, do you understand your charges, Mr. Prater? And you say yes, that's the stupidest thing you could say. I know now, but they're not asking you in English. They're asking you in legalese, which looks like English and sounds like English, but it has a completely different meaning. When he asks you, do you understand? It's not do you comprehend. It's do you stand under me? And that gives them jurisdiction when you say yes, because it takes you from up here above the judge and puts you down here below him. He's the trustee. Like, if he puts in a plea for you, he gets jurisdiction. And it's all about getting jurisdiction to get into your trust fund and making money. It's nothing to do with anything else. Nothing. None. It's all fucking fraud. Every bit of it. Like, it's fucked up. About the trust fund, it's all over. You know your Social Security card? If you take your Social Security, if you're a U.S. citizen anyway, if you take your Social Security card, okay, you flip it over on the back, there's a set of red numbers. That's a trust. If you graduate, everything you do in school, like, okay, you graduate elementary school, there's a trust for that. You graduate middle school, there's another trust for that. You graduate high school, there's another trust for that. You get a degree, there's a trust for that. You get married, there's a trust for that. Most people are worth, what was it? I want to say fucking $8 billion or something by the time they're fucking out of school. But we don't know that. See, you're allowed to claim that trust by the time you're 7 years old, but nobody seemed to know that, except for the elites and shit like that. That's why we're sold on the stock market like fucking livestock. Our Social Security numbers are all over the stock market. It's all stock number. It's a stock number. Your Social Security number is a stock number on the back. I tell you, you can call up and fucking give them that number. Say I found a stock piece, and you've got the number, and tell them, and they'll tell you what it's worth, and like, and it's got your name on it. It's yours, but you can't just claim it anymore. Like, it's a fucked up system. But that's the money we're about to get back. We're about to get paid that money. See, everything is supposed to get paid for. When World War II started, or whatever, I think when they started all this shit, like, everything was supposed to be paid for. Our power bill. When you get a consumer bill in the mail, it's actually already paid. You're supposed to like rip the bottom piece off and like sign it or some sort of way, and then send it in, and it's paid because it's coming out of your trust fund. Instead, we're all paying it again. So it's like a loan from the bank. It's not the banks can't loan money. We're the credit. They're the debt. That's how it works. Banks are fraud completely. I'm telling you, like, a lot of people don't fucking everybody's getting reparations, but the black people, they ain't black. They're Indians, man. They're Indians. They were already here. Everything's been a lie. I can't believe any of the shit. Like, I know this much. Have you ever heard of the Tartarian Empire? Tartarian Empire. A lot of these buildings, you know, like the big churches, the fancy looking churches from way old back to 1800. The funny thing is, they weren't churches. They were, and most of the buildings say founded in 1800. Now that's if they didn't add a one, because they changed history so much. I question whether we even know what year we're in anymore, because they could have put a one in front of that and threw us off. Like, I really question that bigger, more than ever. But when they say founded in 1800, somebody found that building. It was already here. It was the old Tartarian Empire. Like, they had more technology back 200 and some years ago than what we have now. Not as high tech, but better technology back then. Free transportation, free power. Power is free anyways. We don't get it from nuclear power. You know how we get power? If you look at any nuclear power plant, you'll see those big metal piles, the telephone poles, the really tall ones that they build houses under now. Okay, if you look at a so-called nuclear power plant, they have those telephone poles coming out of them. They go for miles and they come right back, because all you have to do is stretch wire high up in the sky for miles and come back to naturally get power. You actually can steal power from a power line just putting wires underneath it and following it for a long time. That's why if there's a fence underneath power lines, they have to put insulators on it. Otherwise you get electrocuted. shit. Like it's all been lies. We're using the same crap as before, but here in a minute, power is gonna be free. Like it is already free, pretty much, other than maintenance on shit. Like it's natural. It's not what we've been told. Like a lot of shit. Can you unbad? I wish I go back on TikTok. It sucks. I get banned on there faster than shit. Like I can't ever say nothing. I told some dude I was gonna fucking get his job. He was running his mouth saying something. I was like, well, come find me. He's like, oh, yeah, where do you go? I was like, well, you must be the world's dumbest American. That was my favorite thing to say on TikTok to people. Oh, I'm gonna come right now. Where you at? Well, if you can't find me, you're the world's dumbest American, because anybody can find me. Like after my TikTok blew up, it's easy. Like, and I got banned for that every freaking time. I love that one. But fucking then on top of that, like I told this dude out here the other day, he's like, oh, you pussy. I was like, dude, you got glass jaw. I was like, I tell you, if you come see me and find me on the street, I was like, I tell you, you're going to be eating your fucking food through a straw. I went off on the other day out here. Somebody got on and said, oh, you're grumpy, blah, blah, blah. I said, no, I give people back what they get. Like, but I can't do that on TikTok. I mean, my big account, I did tell people, you keep poking me. I pulled my big knife out. I said, I'm going to chop your finger off. I'm going to shove it down your fucking throat. Yeah, I got banned for that one. I told them I cut their head off and put it on a stick in my front yard too. But, you know, that wasn't a good idea either on TikTok. You can't even defend yourself on TikTok. It sucks because you get so much good shit on TikTok and you don't get any people following you. You don't get the algorithm on any other social media. Like I go live, I can every time I'm live, doesn't matter what I gain followers no matter what on TikTok, no matter what. I've gained thousands of followers in an hour without trying. Like I get people live, and a lot of time it's that 400 and some thousand still looking for me for 3 years, 2 years, 3 years almost now since I lost my main account. There seriously are 400,000 people around the world looking for me. They never met. They're stalking me in a bad way. They never met me or nothing. They are looking for me every time I go live. Like, oh my god, I found you again. Where you been? Oh, I thought I'd never find you. I've been in the same spot. It's a little bit not exact same spot, only a couple blocks away. Like, where did you go? You're the one that left. Like, no joke. It happens all the time in my life. I know I got 400,000 people looking for me. Still, they find me all the time. Just slow. I get shadow banned and shit. So, otherwise, I'd be back there. I don't think they tell the truth. No, they're not. Trust me, I turned a troll into a fucking follower the other day on TikTok before I got banned. I turned a troll into a follower. I don't get trolled. Trust me. There are 400 and some thousand people looking for me around the world that never met me. I promise you that right now. Trust me. I got 13,500. I get shadow banned though, and they're counting it right in it either. I already know they're counting it right. I don't get trolled, except for by people like you. I ain't got to lie to kick it. I keep it real. That's why people follow me. Every time I go live, I get people following me. Boom, 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 boom. That's why the trolls can't stand it. The people got 20 followers, but they got no likes. Cause nobody liking their shit. Like, don't have that issue. But those are the people talking crap. That's why I get banned. It's a fact. It's a fact. Don't have to. It's definitely a fact. But anything but. I go on there. I don't beg like half these people either. People help me out on there without me asking. I don't have to ask. Like, I don't go on there asking, begging people for shit. People just help me out on their own. Sometimes I'm blessed. The only times I get go through rough. When I get banned, I'm completely screwed. Was it for them, I wouldn't have kept my dog this past year. Like, when I was at my son's, I started working right away as soon as I got there. Then that was short-lived because my son's psycho girlfriend. I tell you, I turned a troll into a fucking follower the other day. He's like, I was a troll just till a minute ago. And I had never done that before that I noticed anyways. Like, I'm telling you. But I can't talk like that on TikTok. I can't get half the... I got an account with 13,500 I can't go live on. It got right after my house got burnt down. See, my account was going crazy before my house got burnt down. I went from... It took me all year after I fucking lost my main account with 40, 50,000 followers. It took me all year, and finally I got to like 700 followers, and then it jumped one night. It jumped from 700 to like 1,300. I could go live. After that, it went from that to like fucking 10,000 in no time, like within a day or two. And then fucking my house got burnt down, and fucking then I get shadow banned. I got to where I couldn't go live no more because I explained on live what happened to me about somebody setting my house on fire, and it was illegal activities. So they fucking took away my live for that account. But I got 13,500 followers, and I don't think that's right. It was blowing up, man. Like I've been gaining followers on it, and I don't. There's no way. But either way, I burned up 3, 4 accounts since then too, terminated them, like done. Fucking talking the truth and trying to, because that's the subject I want to get on, the facts, which you can't talk. It is fucked up. I lost my life because of fucking me talking about that. I mean, I explained like how my dog was dead and shit. Like I found him underneath the bed. Like showed him the car that was in the driveway that was melted. Like I got banned over that shit. Like illegal activities. Yeah, I was explaining the illegal activities somebody fucking did to me. I couldn't believe it. Couldn't believe it. I even posted a comment. Somebody sent me a message. This is the fucked up thing. The night my house got burnt down, while I was in jail, I didn't know it yet. I got out of jail. It was like a week later or so. I realized I had a message on TikTok, a request. I clicked on it. It was the night my house got burnt down, and it was the motherfucker saying, "Ha ha, now you're gonna be the Shack 2 bitch," or some shit. It said something fucked up. It was the motherfucker that burnt my house down. I posted that, and I got banned over that. Saying somebody called me a faggot ass bitch and shit. Like it was the motherfucker that burnt my house down. It was the night of my fire when I got arrested and shit. Like no joke. I know people do all sorts of other shit. Like man, like I got banned over. What was it? Somebody called me an it. I said no, I can't be an it. And I said, and honestly, there's only two sexes. That's like a boy and a girl. And if you are a boy and you want to change your sex, you can only become one other thing, a girl. And a girl can only become a boy, but you're still going to be what you are. I said, there ain't no 30 some sexes. Sorry, you can't be a them or there or that or whatever. You can't be, I mean, some people can be a them because there's more than one of them up there, I'm thinking now. But yeah, I got banned over that. Like, I'm not like everybody else like me. Like, I wouldn't fit in with any of them. I don't go use the little girl's bathroom. No, I don't believe in that. But don't think none of them should be either. They should be playing in women's sports. Like, that's not right. It shouldn't be getting crammed down our kids' fucking mouths at school either. Fucking none of that should be going on. I don't go to the bathroom in public because it'd be a problem or something. Period. I just don't. If I do, I go pee behind a tree like a boy, like normally. Either way, fucking. But yeah, people want to go out and run their mouth. Say I shouldn't be around kids and this and that. Well, very like, and most of the people bringing that up, I gotta question them. Like, nobody was even talking about kids until you came here. Everybody talking about kids, so I'm questioning whether you should be around kids. Like if I get in trouble for that even on TikTok, like it don't matter what I do, I get fucking in trouble on there. I can talk about on here. Period. YouTube. I told somebody I was gonna fucking. They got a glass jaw when he said fucking he was gonna come find me. I said, come find me. I said, I'm gonna tell you right now, I will stop the fuck out of you, dude. I said, you're gonna be eating your food through a straw. You got a glass jaw, bitch. Fuck yeah, I went off on somebody like, I ain't get no problems. Clapper the same way. TikTok, you can't even stand up for yourself. It's over. But see, lately the fucking trolls have been reporting me for the wrong shit. Like they'll report me for misinformation when I'm fucking using that hate speech, which fucking swear words are not hate speech. I think you would have to use the word hate to have a hate speech. I'm thinking a hate speech would have to have hate in it. I'm thinking, but no, cuss words are hate speech. No, they're not. But people report me for opposite shit when I'm cussing like a sailor. They'll report me for misinformation. Lately on TikTok, I've been leaving a bunch of shit out, so it sounds like I'm talking like a dumbass, but the people that know what's going on fucking know what I'm talking about. But the thing is, that ain't helping the people that don't know what's going on. They're like, what the fuck, you make no sense. Yeah, I know. To you, because you're asleep still, buddy. I mean, it's a fact. I'm a boy. I can only ever be a boy. Fucking never can be anything else. But people like said, you're going to hell. You need God. No, no, no. Listen, you dumbass. God, you go by that Bible, which religion is division. That book is not from God. If you go by God, like God, we're supposed to be naked until Adam and Eve ate from the tree of life. And then they realized they were naked, so they tried to hide from God. Like so, I've read the Bible. Trust me, I try to forget a lot of it because it's not nothing from any creator. That's a fact. But yeah, we're supposed to be naked. So who decided what wears what and who? I mean, men used to wear high heels back in the day, way back in like the 1400s. If you look at, but that's what we were told in history, and that's probably a lie because everything's been a lie. But either way, uh, mankind decided what we wear and what not any creator. I mean, fact. I can on YouTube. If we were on Clapper, I could lock the room and do whatever the fuck I want. But nobody comes on there anymore either. I could do whatever I want on Clapper when I lock the room. I can do whatever. I've done whatever. Up on Clapper, you can do whatever. You gotta lock the room first. So far, you can even lock snitches in there. It don't matter. Just don't fucking do nothing stupid with the public live. The private live, you can do whatever the fuck you want. Whatever you want on Clapper. I like Clapper, but no, I got like almost 1,000 followers on there now, but fuck it doesn't work the same way as a TikTok. No joke. Fucking everyone's like, oh my god, they're kids. Clapper's not for kids. See, TikTok ain't for kids either. No offense. I like TikTok because truth comes out on it, but TikTok's not for kids. People say it is, like, but it's not. The shit I see on there, like other people doing, it's not for kids. Just all the shit I don't think any kids should be on that app. But Clapper is an app for parents dealing with their TikTok and kids. That's the app for the parents. Is what Clapper is. Go to Clapper. But you have to pay me some pesos or something, man. Send me some money on Cash App. I'll show you something. But why do you want to see so bad? I told my kids they couldn't go on Clapper. I said you can't go on Clapper. I said don't go on Clapper. I told them also. I told my son. I'm a grandparent now. I told my son. I said listen, just to let you know. I told my daughters they're old enough. They're a teen. I said if you guys get with a boyfriend or whatever, and you guys decide to watch some porn, let your other half pick out the porn. I would hate for you to go on there and see your daddy on there. Like they didn't find it funny. I would have killed my parents if they ruined porn for me. But as I just didn't want them getting on there and seeing me, and I just wanted to warn them. I just think they could go blind. But I figured I should let them do that because it's liable to happen. Like, but I told them don't go on Clapper. You're not allowed on Clapper. I don't want to ever hear you. You're not allowed on Clapper. Not at all. Not at all. And they don't go on Clapper at all for a reason. I don't think they're ever going to watch porn now either. They didn't find it funny at all, but I don't think they're ever going to look at porn because they're afraid. Right. Well, it's not like that. Clapper, I can do whatever the fuck I want on Clapper. Send me some money on Cash App, we'll go see you. I'll go show you whatever. I'm doing it for nothing. I just need food and shit. I'll tell you, man, we only use like 4% of the internet. Like the rest is the dark web, which you can see some fucked up shit on there, but it doesn't work the same way as the rest of the internet. You can't just type in the search enter. You gotta know the numbers in the site to get there, and you gotta watch it because you'll see some shit you don't want to see there. I hear they even got kill rooms in there, like where you get to watch people get tortured or killed and shit like the red rooms or some shit. Like there's all sorts of shit on the dark web, man. Making it night. It's crazy about the internet, man. Like I never knew half of it. You can get anything like I know a lot. I had a lot of friends that ordered shit off the dark web. See, you get away with it as long as you don't order something that has to go through customs. If you order something to go through customs, it has to be a designer drug that they don't know about and it ain't classified yet because then they open it and they have to they just label it or they and then write it down and they have to send it to you because it's not illegal yet. But that's a lot of people get. But most people are smart and buy it inside the borders. That way, it don't have to go through customs because they use a carrier that promises no government looking at your packages. So I know a lot of people that ordered off the dark web. But you gotta watch what you do, man. Like, get, you'll stumble into some fucked up shit on there. They, anything you can buy on there, man. Like anything. Like, it's fucking insane. Like no different. See, I heard that there was a I hate to say black guy because he's not black people ain't black. There's the Native Americans, and that sorry to hear, but our history is a lie. Either way, there was a black guy that posted a video, right? He posted a video about all the time, all these missing kids that people thought they were dead, but they weren't. They were right on the TV in front of our faces the whole time, fucking in movies or Disney shit like that, like the whole time. The dude posted this video, right? I wish I could find it again. He posted this video talking about that. They've been right on TV in front of everybody's faces the whole time. And the dude got, as soon as he posted it, he got raided and taken away, like arrested, right after he posted that video. It made me question. Then I seen something about. Do you guys remember? I don't know how you remember when they used to put missing kids on milk jugs. I forgot about it until recently. I forgot all about that. I heard a whole different thing on that. Like it wasn't that they were looking for kids; it was that they were selling kids. It was the opposite. Like it's no joke. Like I almost want to believe that shit because after that black dude posted that video talking about the missing kids being right on TV in front of everybody's faces, and people thought they were dead, but they weren't. And he got arrested. He got raided like right after he posted that video. I don't even know if you can find it. I found clips of parts of it, like, but the dude got. He got raided and taken in for posting that video, like immediately. Like it was insane. Like that made me open my eyes to a lot of crooked shit. Like some of it, my head's so fucking crammed full of shit. Like fucking, I have a hard time fucking focusing on. Every time I turn around, there's something fucking new. Fucking, I'd have to probably look shit up again. Like, there's so much shit in my head. My head hurts all the time. Like, I actually didn't start learning nothing in life. I realized until just these past couple of years because I realized like everything I thought I was taught. It's like I started school over again because it was all lies. Like some people don't realize that yet. I know I've read into some of that shit. I've read into so much shit this last year. Like my head hurts. Oh yeah. Not I know. I knew it. I told you my secretary quit. Like I keep cramming paperwork up there. I don't even know if I had a secretary, but I think she quit because I just made a mess up there. It's a mess up in my head. Yeah, I remember that shit. Yep. I remember reading that shit. It's fucking insane. It's fucking insane. But a lot of people are like, oh no. So there's so many people. Like I have to say, 40% of the people are like, nothing's going on. Everything's peachy. That doesn't exist. It's a conspiracy. Like the sad thing is, like 99% of these conspiracies are fucking real. Like I can't, the tribunals come out. Some of these people are gonna fucking lose their mind. I mean, it's hard to wrap your fucking head around the shit when you've been digging into it for years. But I can imagine being like everything's peachy and then realizing everything's not and all this shit is fucking real. Some of these people are gonna fucking lose their mind. They're gonna lose their fucking mind. I mean, fuck. Sorry. I heard I seen a video of somebody saying, "Oh, people are gonna applaud when they hear these videos." No, some people are gonna be fucking lost, losing it. Some people are gonna be fucking frantic. They're going to be bawling their eyes out. They're going to be hysterical. They're going to not even know how to function ever again. Some people are just not going to come back from it when they've realized that people were telling the truth and that it's way worse than what they even heard. Some people are not going to be able to cope with it. That's a fact. Nope. Not very many people can play. I'm gonna be happy. I'm gonna watch every one. I already know there's gonna be shit I don't know. Like there's gonna be shit I don't know. It's insane. But the only terrorist in the world was an American corporation. Only one. There was no other terrorist in the world ever. Who has military bases all around the world? American corporation. Why does a corporation have military bases or military? Like, ooh. But fucking the ones that were child trafficking, the ones that were molesting kids and shit, man, like it's fucked up. I knew quite a bit of it was, but I didn't know like the whole extent. Like I knew I never was really told into a lot of the shit, see, but I knew something wasn't right with a lot of things. Something just wasn't right. Didn't sit right with me. Period. With a lot of shit I heard. Like I didn't hear a lot of the shit though. I just knew there was some more to a lot of the shit. I mean, fucking most of the time I never heard any of it. I had a fucked up childhood to begin with, but man, the Disney movies and all it's all everything has been truth right in fucking plain sight the whole time. Almost all these movies are actually they didn't have an imagination. They seen something. That's where they came up with the idea. Like it's a fact. I never would have thought I would believe what I believe today back even 10 years ago. When I first started fucking when common sense slapped me in the face last year about the earth being flat and not moving, I didn't even know how to deal with it. I'm like, but a light bulb came. When I seen it, I'm like, well, I couldn't believe I was believing it. Like, it's like common sense slapped me in the face. Like, no shit. Like, it makes sense. Like, I wonder why when COVID lockdown happened, nothing made sense to me no more. Like, when the COVID lockdown happened, I had a really hard time because nothing made sense. I couldn't figure out what it was. Like, but I fucking felt off the whole time when that lockdown started. Like, nothing was making sense no more. And that's when I started really realizing how fucking far everything was, man. Like, that's no joke. I know that's a sad thing. You know how many people they probably locked up over it, saying stuff like that made people think they're crazy, or made there's so many people that's lost their lives trying to expose shit like, and it was for nothing. Like, I thought that was gonna happen to me. Like, I thought that for sure I was sacrificing myself. Like, but that's how you know shit's getting done too, because you can talk about these things now, and you're not. You might get banned on social media, but you're not getting killed or murdered and shit. Like, that's how you know shit's happening. I mean, it's a fact. No, I don't. That's what I'm saying. You can scream. See, when I first got my TikTok account blew up, I didn't know how to handle it. When I had that 450,000 followers, until I realized, like, I was like, man, I could scream bloody murder before in the middle of the road with thousands of people around and nobody would hear me. And then all of a sudden I could whisper and be heard around the world without trying. That's when I started going a different way with my TikTok, but that's what ultimately fucked me out of my accounts and shit. Because I realized I had a voice I never had. Like, people listened and shit. Like, I could say something and people heard me for once instead of nobody paying. Because so many people don't pay attention to nothing, man. Like, if it's not them, like, I know it because, man, I've been in the hood. I've dealt with some shady people. I've dealt with some murderers. They were good to you if you didn't do them wrong. I knew when somebody got shot in front of me not to make a face or not to act any different. Act like it was normal. I seen it. Like, my one buddy, he about lost. He's like, dude, oh my god, the homeboy's uncle walked right on the front porch and shot dude right in fucking the face, right in front of us. Like, yeah, dude, you can't act like that. You just fucking just mind your own business. Like, don't worry about it. Like, they see you acting like that, you're gonna get a bullet in you next. Like, but that's how people are. If it ain't affecting them, they don't fucking care. Like, it's not them yet, but when it gets to them, then they're gonna care. That's why I started fucking more. In a lot of time, I felt like I was wasting. I've reached quite a few people, but I felt like a waste of my breath. Like, because people don't care until it's affecting them, and that's what society has done to people. Is a fucked up thing. Yeah, I want to get off anyway. My head's fucking killing me. I haven't ate. Fucking, I gotta figure something out today, but really have shit to drink half the time. It's hard. You know, my fucking mouth is dry as hell. Definitely fucking gotta figure out some food. Whether I have to go five finger. That's why I got banned for it. TikTok. I said I was gonna go commit a 5 finger discount, and fucking yeah, they got me on that. Fucking illegal activities. I was gonna leave a promissory note. You know? It's just fucking drive me nuts. See, I wish more people come on here or clapper and shit. Like, I can speak freely on here. Like, they don't get what I get. Like, well, there's a reason why they want to get rid of TikTok because of all this. You get so much fucking truth on there. Is a thing. Like, you don't get that on any other social media. What you get off of TikTok, you don't. You just, I can't talk about any of it for some reason. But I'm gonna get off here anyway. My head's freaking starting to kill me. Gotta figure something out here. Life is a fucking movie. Everything's scripted. See, I'm ready for this fucking movie to stop. I'm sick of waking people up. It's time to end the movie. Trump and people like there's good people. More people are losing shit. Enough's enough. Nobody's. I mean, people are out here struggling. Like, I can't only imagine how many people have already killed themselves over all this shit, man. Like, it's no joke. Fuck this movie. That's one thing that's pissing me off. It's time to fucking come out with this shit. It's coming out this next month. It's gonna be after our Independence Day watch. Well, now Trump is president, you fucking the tribunals will get locked down. Once that happens, I'll be peachy, man. I won't have a worry. I won't be fucking down. I won't. I know what's coming after that. Right after that 10 days, that's when like 2 weeks they're gonna be paying everybody off. In 2 weeks, man. Like I know that 10 days is gonna be a struggle. I don't know how the fuck I'm gonna get through that with food. Fuck, 10 days, fucking not. I'm definitely not letting the military take me anywhere. I'll stay right where the fuck I'm at. Nobody's fucking kidnapping me and fucking locking me up against my will. Fucking again, it ain't happening. It ain't happening. I'll stay where the fuck I'm at with nothing before. I don't want to be taken nowhere. I don't got trust issues. I don't like being kidnapped. But yeah, that's why I get a lot of people. I wish fuck I could talk like this on TikTok because that's when I get the most gifts ever. When I get out in these subjects, I get banned every time, but I'll fucking get so many fucking gifts it's unreal. Like I'll make fucking $50 in no time, but I'm banned and I can't do nothing for a week, so I'm fucked. But I get so many gifts when I go off of these subjects, but I can't do it on TikTok. Yeah, here in a minute we might be able to, but here in a minute I might be on something. I want to go meet some of my fucking fans and shit like, but I get this money, could buy each of my kids a house, get me a house somewhere. I'm going to fucking hit the road somewhere, man. I gotta get away for a while. I need a vacation, for sure. I'm not going to California ever though. I think we just need to bulldoze California right into the ocean. I don't think it should. That's gotta be the most fucked up state in the United States. I don't. I think we should blow it up or something. I don't think California should even be part of the United States no more. We should get rid of it. Like that's a fact. I used to want to go there. I don't want to go there at all anymore. But I'll let you go. My head's killing me anyways. I can't. I can keep talking. I don't talk to nobody. You can tell. Fucking talk to myself and the dog, and he don't talk back.